Nigel Farage did an interview yesterday or the day before with Times Radio, and he seemed quite irritated to be asked repeatedly about the nature of his constituency surgeries. He says, "Well, I've done one yesterday." But it turns out that was either a Zoom conversation or a telephone conversation. And he says, "Do you expect me to do..." Well, let me play you the exchange.
Of people messaging in this morning asking how many constituency surgeries you've held since becoming an MP.
Lots. In fact, we had one yesterday. We're trying to help pensioners who could qualify for pension credit get through the 243 questions needed. So plenty. If you're asking me, have I done David Amos style, please everyone come in and bring whatever you want with you? No. But am I speaking to people every single day? Yes. I'm trying. In fact, yesterday I was on the phone at length. I'm offering to pay insurance so that a Remembrance Sunday parade can take place in Wilton. Yeah, I'm busy.
But just to be clear, when you say lots, how many is lots?
I deal with emails, I deal with phone calls with constituents.
Face-to-face surgeries?
No, I deal with them every day. Zoom.
That's not a face-to-face surgery, though, is
No.
it?
Do you want me to be knifed?
No.
There you go.
Obviously not, but...
Well, there have been 3 knife attacks on MP surgeries in the last few years, all right? So let's just grow up about this.
But would the same... And it's a very serious point you raised, but would the same threat not be there for the Prime Minister, say, and he manages to hold constituency surgeries?
No, he doesn't.
And here you see, he puts... He lays down the gauntlet. Does the Prime Minister do surgeries? Well, I don't know. I'd be very interested to find out whether or not the Prime Minister holds face-to-face surgeries. There's a difference between holding a surgery and a sort of free-for-all, anybody can come at that time, or the surgeries which I have known about where you are invited to attend at a particular time, you attend at that time, sometimes you wait around, you meet the local MP, you present your concerns, and then you go away. That, I think, is a constituency face-to-face surgery. I don't know any constituency MP who holds an open house and anybody can attend at that particular time. I don't know of any of those surgeries that still continue, and I think Farage is being disingenuous to suggest that that happens, or indeed that David Amos or Joe Cox were conducting surgeries in that format. I think surgeries certainly for the last 20 years, have been on an invitation basis. You write to your MP, you express your concerns, the MP then writes back and says that they would like to meet you at their regular weekly or fortnightly constituency surgery. And you go along and you meet the MP. Farage clearly isn't doing this. He's not the only MP who's not doing this, but he has been called out, and we know that he claimed that he'd got advice not to hold surgeries because of security, and that advice he said he'd got from the Speaker's office, and that doesn't seem to be true. Which one of you is lying? Said a reporter, and a slightly contrite Farage says the Speaker's office is always right. So he can hold surgeries in his constituency. He can listen to constituents' concerns, but he chooses not to. And when he was pressed on this matter by Times Radio, he seemed unnecessarily anxious. "Do you want me to be knifed?" he says to James Hansen, and James Hansen quite rightly says, "Well, no, obviously not." "Well, grow up then," says Farage. It's not really the way you do an interview, is it?